The Chessboard Killer, the chilling tale of Alexander Pichushkin. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the story of Alexander Pichushkin, the Chessboard Killer, one of Russia's most notorious serial killers. His twisted crimes, spanning over a decade, reveal the dark depths of a man obsessed with death and infamy. Alexander Yuryevich Pichushkin was born on April 9, 1974, in Mytishchi, a city near Moscow. His early life was relatively ordinary, but an incident during his childhood may have marked the beginning of his dark transformation. At the age of 4, he suffered a traumatic brain injury after falling off a swing. This left him with damage to the frontal lobe of his brain, which experts believe could have contributed to his later violent tendencies. Despite his struggles, young Alexander showed promise. He was highly intelligent and had a deep passion for chess, often playing in Moscow's Bitsa park. Chess became more than a hobby for him. It was a way to channel his emotions. However, as the years passed, that passion for the game would intertwine with his sinister desires. Pichushkin's first known murder occurred in 1992, shortly after the death of his grandfather, whom he had been very close to. Stricken by grief and fueled by growing anger, he lured a fellow chess enthusiast into Bitsa Park. What started as a friendly game ended in murder. Pichushkin claimed later that this first kill gave him a sense of power and fulfillment. Emotions he would chase again and again. The next decade, he honed his method. He would approach his victims, often lonely men or the elderly, and invite them to share a drink or play chess. He would carry a bottle of vodka, and once his victims were intoxicated, he'd strike, usually with a hammer. Pichushkin would dispose of their bodies in the park's sewers or other hidden spots, ensuring they remained undiscovered for as long as possible. Pichushkin's nickname, the Chessboard Killer, came from his chilling ambition. He aimed to kill 64 people, one for each square on a chessboard. In his warped mind, each murder brought him closer to completing his morbid game. He even kept a chessboard at home, marking off each square with the initials of his victims. By the early 2000s, bodies started turning up in Bitsa Park, and rumors of a serial killer began to spread. However, the randomness of his victims and his careful methods made him difficult to track. For years, Pichushkin operated in the shadows, evading capture while his kill count continued to rise. Pichushkin's downfall came in 2006 with the murder of Marina Moskalyova. Unlike many of his previous victims, Moskalyova's death left a trail. Before meeting Pichushkin, she told her son where she was going and who she was meeting. Additionally, a metro ticket found on her body linked her last movements to Pichushkin. Surveillance footage confirmed the two were together. When police searched Pichushkin's home, they found his infamous chessboard with 61 squares marked, representing 61 murders. The evidence was damning, and Pichushkin confessed almost immediately, detailing his crimes with chilling detachment. Pichushkin's trial began in 2007, drawing significant media attention in Russia and worldwide. The courtroom was filled with a palpable sense of outrage and horror. Pichushkin, sitting inside a glass cage for his safety, showed little remorse. He even claimed he wanted to surpass Andrei Chikatilo, another infamous Russian serial killer, in the number of victims. In October 2007, Alexander Pichushkin was convicted of 49 murders and 3 attempted murders, though he claimed to have killed as many as 61. He was sentenced to life imprisonment, with the first 15 years to be spent in solitary confinement. His chilling statement during the trial, "For me, life without murder is like life without food," haunts the memories of those who heard it. Pichushkin's psychological profile is as disturbing as his crimes. Experts describe him as a psychopath, incapable of empathy or remorse. His obsession with chess mirrored his methodical approach to killing, treating each victim as a pawn in his deadly game. He saw murder not as a crime, but as a way to feel alive and achieve immortality. The story of Alexander Pichushkin is one of tragedy and horror. His victims, many of whom were vulnerable individuals, trusted him in their final moments, only to be betrayed in the most brutal way. Pichushkin's crimes remind us of the importance of vigilance and community support in preventing such atrocities. While he sits behind bars in a Siberian prison, his dark legacy continues to cast a shadow over Russia. The Chessboard Killer's story serves as a grim reminder of the potential for evil to hide behind an ordinary facade. Thank you for joining us today to explore the chilling tale of Alexander Pichushkin. If you found this story intriguing, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's darkest chapters. Stay safe and always be aware of your surroundings.